You don't need me to tell you, the past few years haven't been kind to Dwayne Johnson. Box office bombs, social media nonsense, a public image cracking faster than one of his protein shakes. But now, he's doing something nobody expected. A raw, unfiltered drama about addiction, failure, and fighting your demons. So the question is the Smashing Machine Dwayne Johnson's comeback or his final round? For years, one complaint has haunted The Rock. He only plays The Rock. Big smile, bigger muscles, always the lovable hero. He needed to break that cycle to prove he could actually act. Enter The Smashing Machine, where he plays Mark Kerr, a real-life MMA fighter battling painkillers, fame, and his own self-destruction. It's the most un-Rock thing he's ever done. The film drops us into the early days of MMA, before the lights, the sponsorships, before the sport even knew what it was. Kerr is a powerhouse in the cage, but a wreck outside it, juggling fame, addiction, and a toxic relationship with his girlfriend, Dawn. When he loses his first major fight, everything unravels. Drugs, depression, and a brutal overdose that nearly kills him. And from there, we get the real question. Can a man built to fight others learn to stop fighting himself? Now, casting Dwayne Johnson here was risky. He spent 2 decades polishing his image, so could audiences even see him as a broken addict? Surprisingly, kinda yeah. For the first time in years, The Rock actually acts. There's pain, confusion, and flashes of real vulnerability. He's not perfect. You can see him reaching for emotions that aren't quite landing. But when it clicks, it works. The dynamic with Emily Blunt as Dawn is raw and tense. They argue, they implode, and it feels real, like 2 people trapped in the same downward spiral. The fights themselves, brutal. Forget glossy Hollywood choreography. This is sweat, blood, and ground-and-pound chaos. Johnson even took real hits to the face for authenticity, which honestly earns respect. But here's where it stumbles, the script. It meanders, unsure what story it wants to tell. Some scenes feel like they exist just because someone thought they looked cool. The relationship arc goes nowhere. We never know if Dawn is his savior or his curse. And when it all wraps up, it feels like the emotional knockout we were promised just doesn't land. Maybe that's the point. Maybe The Smashing Machine is less about triumph and more about endurance. That true victory isn't the belt or the fame, it's surviving yourself. Nice message, sure, but the film doesn't quite earn it. It's like a fighter who dominates every round, but forgets how to finish the fight. Still, let's be fair, this isn't a disaster. It's a split decision. The direction is grounded, the fights are raw, and The Rock finally shows he can bleed on screen, emotionally and physically. It's the most human he's been in a decade, and for once, you actually stop seeing Dwayne Johnson the brand and start seeing Dwayne Johnson the actor. So, is The Smashing Machine a masterpiece or a misfire? Honestly, it's both. A messy, heartfelt swing that lands harder than you'd expect. Not a knockout, but definitely a comeback. What do you think? Has The Rock finally broken his own formula? Or is this just another act in his PR redemption tour? Drop your take in the comments, and if you love honest, story-driven reviews with a bit of bite, hit subscribe and stick around for the next round.